whatever the fuck you're doing on the East Coast, you're just getting home. It's din time. What do you got for dinner? Macaroni and cheese, Kraft, whatever the fuck, some pork chops. Not bad. Who am I to fucking complain? What's up, Devolicious?
I can't believe you had 3 Chiba Chews.
What do you? And I was gonna give you one. And
You
I
did
was
give me
caught
one.
up in my mind. I ate the one by mistake, so I ate 2 after the fucking workout, and that was it. What's happening, baby? Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
That's it. It's Wednesday. Nothing crack-a-lacking in town.
No.
Made a couple moves this week. I still have not gone for my fucking blood test. Unbelievable.
Do they call you anymore, or they're just like, nah?
Listen,
not a
man,
big deal.
they know I'm family. What the fuck? These people know I'm family.
Are they worried about something, or is it just like a checkup?
No. This is to give me a medication, but I had like 6 months worth, so I don't give a fuck. I'll go to there. I'll go there the day before the thing runs out.
So you still don't like doing blood tests and stuff? Because I know you've worked on it.
I got hip to it. I got really good at it after a while, but fucking.
I hate needles too.
I got really good at it. I got good around the surgeries, the other things. You always got to do the pre-surgery op. But I got out of practice after my last surgery in August, and now there's a couple doubts in my mind. So I just got to work it up, go down and get the iPod, call the doctor. There's this little African nurse that scares the shit out of me. There's a little Mexican one that they do it right. They fucking give you the kid needles. They what do you call that shit? They give you the kid needles.
Do they numb your arm?
They numb my arm. They put the ice under my neck, So it's a good little fucking time.
What doubts do you have?
What kind?
What doubts do you have about it?
That I'm gonna faint. That's it. No biggie. Just you just get like this thing. But I go to acupuncture every other Tuesday. I'm doing well with that. I haven't been fainting lately.
Dr. Amy's doing good?
Dr. Amy's a good lady.
I love Dr. Amy.
See, because what happens is, in my world, I get like a little pinch, and then the pinch runs away in my mind if I'm high. So I try to avoid those things.
You go down to those things high?
Sometimes I can't help it. Dr. Amy's 1:30. What's my rule? If you're not high by 2 o'clock, go fuck your mother. So I gotta live by
You
it.
can't help it. You called me the other night. I think it was like 1 a.m. and you called me again at 8 a.m. and you woke up from being super high, and you started the day with hash from the Jew with the one eye.
Sure, the Jew with the one eye. If you don't know about hash, nobody does. You know what I'm saying?
You call me like every other week, and there's a new character that you made up.
I didn't make these guys.
Yes,
up.
you did.
He's going back to Israel. He only came for the holiday.
It's like a new
He had
improv
an
sketch.
uncle. He had to put fucking flowers in his grave or his tomb or whatever he's got. Some Jew hut. Whatever the fuck he's got. Don't they have like little Jew huts or whatever the fuck?
No, really? Not where they bury people?
Yeah, they have like little houses for Jewish people. They have very denomination. But I think the Jews, they put like 20, they talk about Puerto Ricans in apartments. 22 Puerto Ricans in an apartment. Those Jews will put 800 fucking family members in the same little fucking embryo. What do they call those things? Like a tomb.
Yeah, crypts.
Tomb. Crypts, yeah. They have those little Jew crypts. I'm telling you, I seen them. I
Where?
fucking seen them, like in different cemeteries with Jewish families. And they just have Jewish cemeteries.
Right, yeah.
Those are the ones you're not allowed, like what happened in that one show. You're not allowed to be buried in a Jewish cemetery if you have a tattoo.
Right, yeah. Well, I mean, that's like those super religious people, but no tattoo, and then you probably have to be bar mitzvahed. I don't know what the rules are.
What are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? You already know what cemetery you want to pick out? Is there a little Jewish cemetery close to La Casa in Boston, close to...
I don't know if I'll be able to go with Paula now, but I have no idea. I don't think about death that much. Do you think about it?
No. I don't believe
There's some people who do.
Sometimes I get little things, I mean, I'm 52. I already made it halfway in. I mean, it's like bound to happen. You know what I'm saying? I get up in the morning. I don't get up in the morning and make heavy-duty actions. I don't try to get laid in the morning no more. I don't want to get my holiday side. I got to live a little bit.
You don't like getting laid in the morning?
Oh, no. When I was a youngster and my lungs were okay, yeah, I liked everything in the morning. I could do a fucking ton of coke at fucking 6 in the morning, right, run off the bed. But now... you got to watch your heart, so you got to watch what you eat. You got to watch your heart, take care of yourself a little more. So all heart attacks happen before lunchtime. So
really?
Most of them, that's what they say. Who the fuck knows? When God wants you, God wants you. You know what I'm saying? You bend over to tie your shoelace. Next thing you know, you're huffing and puffing and turning green like you ate a peanut or some shit. Fuck it. That's what happens.
Oh, my God, Joey.
So, yeah, no. So you got to be careful. I go to jiu-jitsu in the morning. It scares me a little bit. But the class starts at 9:30. I get there like 20 to 10. We do some fucking drills. I got a slow sweat, and then he slows you down a little bit, and then you do whatever he teaches you. You do it 5 times on each move, on each other. and then you roll. So by the time you roll, you're loose. My first roll, I always got to tap out after 2 or 3 minutes because I'm breathing heavy. But once I start sweating profusely and the fear is overcome, bam, I go back into it. And
Do you go high to jiu-jitsu?
No, I don't try to. But again, it's 9:30. I can't hold off sometimes. Sometimes I just do it as habit. I'm talking to my wife in the kitchen. We get involved in the subject. I get playing the mercy. I go, oh shit, let me go outside and hit the fucking pipe. There's a half a pipe filled out there from last night at 1:30. I take 2 hits off it. I go in the office. I take a shower. And when I'm in the shower, I realize, holy shit, I'm fucking stoned to the gills. And that's what happens. That's how my day
I love how it surprises you, even though you do it every day.
Yeah,
8 times
that's
a
the
day.
best in the morning. That's the only thing I do in the morning. I like getting fucking stoned to the gazillions early in the morning. But I've
You
been
love
doing
it morning, noon, and night. You don't. There's no time difference. It doesn't
No,
matter.
but the morning one, the first one is the best one. If I
Really?
went to your house at 6 in the morning
Right.
and got you blasted and we ate breakfast and watched a movie, it's tremendous. The 6 in the morning blast off is fucking tremendous. 7, it ruins your day.
Right. It
Don't
does.
get me wrong. It ruins your fucking day if you're just a regular civilian or a Gentile out of practice. It ruins your day. But if you're fucking in that's why I try to keep you in training. Don't I always say to you, what are we doing tonight? Training. We're going to eat a half an edible. Yeah, but let's eat an half
Training
an
for what though?
But for the fucking, what I told you 1,000 times.
For when the Russians attacked?
Sure, or somebody. ISIS comes over and they want to fucking poison you with THC. Fuck it, you've had it before. You swam in that ocean. It's starting to hit you, Lee. I can tell.
Oh, dude, you
You're
gave me like a 3/4 of a decadose,
Stop.
which
I gave
means
you
10
20
doses.
I gave you 20 milligrams. Stop crying.
You never gave me
Same
20
like,
milligrams.
Fuck, right away, you gotta fucking start with that. You gave me 80 doses. I gave you nothing. I gave you what I gave you what I give little kids at Halloween. That's what I fucking give those little cocksuckers and they knock on the door.
My favorite is watching you try to convince somebody who can't do it, like the waitresses at the comedy clubs who literally have to go carry trays of like 40 drinks, and you're like, might as well try it. And then you actually get it sometimes. I don't know how they carry drinks.
They love it. They're used to it, Lee. They're not scared.
Yes, they are. Like it's been like 1 out of 10 that you get, but I feel like it's just a numbers game for you. You just like.
No, man. People listen, those waitresses, they work their fucking asses off. So I come in, I give them a little extra fucking treat, put a little pep in their step, put some fucking whatever, When you're working, I tell you what, man, one of the best feelings in the world, again, is making your day.
Right.
When you're doing something unexpectedly, and somebody goes, psst, come here. And you go over and they show you like a Coke Rock or a butter hash or a Valium. You're having like a weird day and somebody hooks you up with a high. It's the best feeling. Your day is made.
That's true. It is fun drinking at work. I don't know.
If anything, somebody who makes your day with a high, any type of high, God bless him.
Would you get high when you were roofing?
I did everything when I was roofing.
Oh, my God.
The night before, I smoked dope. But in the mornings, we smoked dope the first break. And on the way, I got high all day.
You didn't get scared? Like that ladder seems like it'd be terrifying if you were
Once
high.
I got better at it, I got used to it, and I did it. I was 28, 27, 30. I could climb a fucking ladder. I couldn't climb a ladder. I get on a ladder, the whole thing will fucking collapse. Then the cat underneath it, the whole fucking thing will go down. But when I was 19, when I first went to Glassboro, one of my first jobs down there was lifting rolls of 90-pound tar paper up to roofs. That's all the guy paid me for.
Oh my God.
The job started fucking like August 30th in Humidity Central.
Pennsylvania? Yeah.
In Philly. And he was out of Philly. I forget what his name was. He was a fireman. He was a roofer too. Here's the beauty of it, that I was 19 at the time. In my mind, I thought I was in superior shape. I was lifting all the time. I ran a little bit. Holy shit.
How many 90-pound things would you have to lift? Like,
Whatever, a pallet. 2 pallets would come, and you had to stock the fucking roof. So you would stock the roof accordingly as they were. You'd stock it halfway just so they could start, and then you had to watch them and stock the roof. You had to stock insulation and all that shit. But the main daddy of main daddies was those 90-pound rolls. And there were some guys that had 2 of them on their shoulder and went up. I tell you what the hardest fucking job I see is. I see these guys do it every day. It's a guy deliver water. You want to lose weight, you tell those guys, hey, pick me up at 8 and let me do this for a few hours.
or just
hours.
movers, like people who help you move from your house.
Fuck.
Did you ever do that?
In Boulder, when I first got separated, I moved pianos for $12, $13 an hour plus a tip.
That's all they give you?
That's, didn't know what the going rate is for fucking piano movers, Lee.
Wow,
I don't know if
I would
there's a
think
union.
it was just I forget
It
who I
was
was
a
talking
college
to.
job. Like you went to college and
Yeah.
you went on the job board,
Oh, okay.
and these are the jobs they had. So one time I went down there, and they had a permanent position where you worked there full time, and you moved pianos around daily, and you had to wax them down and all that shit. I didn't do that one. I took the other one. I was on call, and they paid like I don't know $12.50 and a tip, and you had to fucking climb and pull pianos up with a rope. I can't lie to you, I did it like 4 times. After I got separated in Boulder in that medium comedy range,
Right.
I did everything. I did that for a while. I laid tile. A good friend of mine had a contracting company, and he laid tile, and I had to finish it, put the cork in the middle of it, on knee pads. That's fucking torture. I used to do that for like $65 a day. The small 65. You'd pay me in 5.
That's a really small.
That's real small 65.
Do you miss doing that sort of stuff? Like I'm.
Oh yeah. I fucking miss rolling on the floor right now, and I forget what the job is called. Like you have to do like bathtubs. You have to put that cork in the middle,
Right.
Like and then wash it down. It has to dry a little bit. When I was transitioning into comedy, I didn't want to work, so my answer to that was just to get different jobs so I wouldn't get bored with them.
Okay.
And whoever needed me first would call me the night before, my money situation, because at that time, I'm talking about 91, 92 when I started comedy and I got separated. I went from making a good salary. I was working the comedy club and doing that. I was working the comedy club as a doorman. Was I telling you the story?
Yeah, you were telling me. I wanted to bring it up later. You did the sound because I was just joking. We were talking with the opening act in San Diego. You did the sound and like you were like a door guy at a comedy club.
Okay, so I get released from whatever the hut February of '89. Okay, and he had already told me about stand up. The librarian had already said you're good naturally. You should try it. And then my old roommate, I went over to his house one night. He goes, "Hey, you got to see this tape." So here I am. I'm thinking about stand-up, but not really. Stand-up was not something I even had in my vision yet until he showed me Andrew Dice Clay's first special.
Really?
And in that year, I had to stay in the halfway house. That's 89, 90. So for people who think about shit, whether it's going to college, whether it's trying to pick up the guitar, and they're procrastinating, don't think I got into, I was young and I was stupid and I didn't know. I had fear. I was insecure. So, okay, so let's establish that January of 1990, that's when the comedy bug really sunk in. And I must have watched an Andrew Dice Clay special 85 times. Do you know how long it took me to get on stage? June of 91.
So a year and a half. Wow.
A year and a half. So, everybody's at home. And I'm not even talking about stand-up. I'm thinking about even going down to the jiu-jitsu studio, or going down to the gym. I got to join the gym. It took me 18 months to finally have that. Like, I had the nerve, but I still wouldn't go to the comedy club. I would cancel.
Oh, really?
I would cancel all the time. I'd call to get put on the open mic, and the day of the open mic, I'd cancel. So don't think, you're at home thinking about doing something and you can't make the fucking move. Oh my God. And then finally I took a course on stand-up comedy like January of 92 at the University of Colorado. And he referred me to a comedy club called Wits End in Westminster, Lee. What's the story? Focus.
I'm focused.
Westminster, Colorado. Cocksucker, you're looking in the back at stars and shit. Get it together. You got that one lazy Jew eye. It's looking at a 20. The other guy's looking at the register. So he fucking he referred me to a comedy club, and I opened up first as a doorman, like the grand opening.
Right.
Until they realized it was a dud club. So the sound guy wanted more money. He got into an argument with the owner. He only told him to fuck off. So I became the sound guy doorman. Then after another month or a month and a half, the bar back told him to fuck off. So I became the combo doorman, bar back,
Sound guy.
And then in the midst of all this, I get on stage for the first time. Not there at the Comedy Works in Denver, where I'm going to be in June. And bam, I fucking... so I'm going to be there in June. It's not the exact date, but think about it. It's 24 years later. I'm headlining the place where I first got on stage. Are you fucking kidding me?
Really? It's
After I was banned for life. Thanks to these guys that listen to the fucking podcast and shit.
They got you out. They got you unbanned.
No, it told the truth. I'm not no fucking sexual predator.
Oh no, I know the story, but I'm just saying they unbanned you.
Yeah, I'm performing there, fucking in June.
No, I know, but I thought you meant that people on the podcast wrote to the club or something.
No, they just this is what happens when you fucking people get involved and everybody gets involved and you come to the shows and this is it. So it took me all that time. But once I got on stage, like 2 months after that, it was when I got separated and all hell went loose, and we finished the job. And before we started a new job, they were like, well, there's more work in the East Coast. So I didn't know. I didn't know if they wanted me to come, so I didn't push it. I just didn't say nothing. They didn't say nothing, and look, my feeling was correct. Because if they would have wanted me to go back, they would have said, come back with us.
Right.
So I didn't go back with them. So I was in between all these jobs. One of my favorite jobs I had was selling neon.
What? Oh, like the lights?
Mm-hmm.
How do you sell neon?
Like a hustler. You show up in the morning, you go to Kinko's, you have a general flyer that says, hey, my name is fucking Lee. I'm in your neighborhood for the next week. I sell open signs, and at the time, neon was popular. And all types of custom neons. This is the type of sign we make, and you put it on a flyer. And I'd walk into the businesses and give them the fucking flyer. So I'd park at a mall, like any mall. All these malls you see, anything you see. Like as we get in the car right now, and we go down the block. Right where the food is, the Japanese and Big Wang. That's
right.
The first place I hit. I go into all those with a flyer. Then I go across the street and I go into the theater. I go into the Federal. I go through all that coffee shop. Then, for today, I make a left. I make a right. And I go down to Magnolia, and I pass out those flyers. And I don't stop till I pass out 100 flyers. So if you start at 9 o'clock, you'll be home by 1.
Okay.
Okay, if you're not a fucking limp or, fucking around on the phone. And then you have to look people in the eye. You have to walk in and say, how you doing? My name is fucking Lee. I work for fucking Joy Bananas. I'm selling neon. And right away they go, how much for an open sign? So an open sign was a deuce, $199 cash. Leave one of those here. They give me a check for $199. As soon as I went back to the office, they give me $50. That's a fucking half gram of blow. Or I could front the half gram of blow, and I got $50 for booze and a steak or something. That's how I used to think. As long as I picked up a 50 from the open sign, I was straight. Anything else I'd pick up would be fucking... By the time I get back to the office to see Danny and talk to him, he'd say, dog, 3 people called already. So I'm going out there right now to measure the windows and shit. So whatever Danny sold, he give me 20%. So as soon as Danny went out there and got a deposit, he paid me, he started paying me. So if he go out there and get $500, he'd give me whatever 20%. It's $100. So I was always making blood. And let's say the people left a deposit and they weren't going to drop the sign off to the end of the month. I always had money coming in.
Right.
So you're always wheeling and dealing, but you're always getting. Some days you pick up an envelope, and some days you pick up an envelope in 2 weeks. You're always picking up an envelope, though. You're always bringing 2 or 3 of those open signs. Some days I'd sell 3 fucking open signs. But that was one of my favorite comedy jobs.
It's kind of fucked up working for commission. Like I always stayed away from it when I was in.
No, because here it is. You go into a fucking job. A job pays you $12 an hour. You work 40 hours a week. That's $408. After taxes, it's $320, $360, whatever fucking lies you tell them and get away with, right?
Right.
Which is today is tax day. God bless you. Get out there, pay your taxes. Anyway, let's pretend you could go somewhere like D'Agostino, for example. So I'm going to give you $360 for 40 hours of your time. And what you're thinking is you're locked down. You can't make no other guitas when you're there. So all you're worth basically is $360 a week.
Right.
Times 4 a month. That's $1,400. That's whatever. It's something 20, right? 1420, whatever the fuck it is. I don't have a calculator here. So now this is you working on the street. You're like, these people have me for 40 hours. I'm in a fucking office. I'm carrying shit. I'm cleaning the toilet. Or I go take a chance and sell something. Now I'll tell you what. I don't care how good of a salesman that you have. You might start off strong and then clunker out because you get too smart. But usually if you have a good head on your shoulder, you start off good, you have a few bad weeks, you put it together, and now you're making a living. And when I say you're making a living, but what you're trying to strive is to get the most out of that living. So let's say you're selling pens on the fucking phone. All right? Whatever the pen costs, whatever value you fucking give it. So, boom, you call these people, you sell your pens. But the difference is instead of working 40 hours, you're picking up 300 and only working 20 hours.
Yeah.
So now I got another 20 hours that I'm free. Guess what? I go to a bar, work as a doorman, sling a couple grams of coke in there, and get my dick. You follow me? This is your mentality when you're 21. So the money you make at the bar, you spend, and the money you make in your fucking 20 hours a week, you put away. That pays your bills, right?
Right.
300-400 is a start when you're selling shit. Once you get good, 3, 4, 5 months, people start signing up and quitting, and you start taking their accounts and shit, you're making 1,200. You're still working 20 hours a week, which is the goal if you didn't go to college, which is the goal if you came out of prison, whatever the fuck. That's the goal. I don't want to be stuck all day at a fucking job. That was my mentality when I was doing comedy. On top of that, I needed a flexible schedule at night, you know, and I had these fucking lucky-ass jobs anywhere I moved. So I went back to New York in 94. First thing I did was pick up a fucking gig as a limo driver, but I worked days and late nights. But I always had that window open so I could go do a comedy set. And I'd make nothing late in those days because if I made $60 on a shift, I spent 30 of it in parking. In New York City to do a fucking comedy set, so I don't want people to think, oh, Joe, I was breaking even every night between the dry cleaning and the fucking shirt and, you know. What do you think, I wear the same fucking shirt twice and your armpits smell like fucking garlic chips? And, you know, dry clean, you know, you're sitting on your ass all day. After you sit on your ass with boxer shorts, your ass gets stapled. You need to dry clean those pants. That's $20 with the fucking shirt. And
right, yeah.
You got to shine your shoes and you got to look sharp.
It's fucked up. It's, there's a lot of people, when you start jobs, like what I did when I started, especially when I left college, I felt like I was owed like a full time like 60,000 or 70,000.
Who doesn't?
Like everyone feels like that, but then
they get a dose of fucking reality. Right. You send some, and when you get out of college, you don't know how aggressive to be. I know people who get out of college and don't have a job for fucking years until and they break down and go work for their dad and whatever. Then they get a little sick to their stomach. In this job market, which I don't even understand or know anything about, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I know about the college job market when these kids got out of college in 2015. I haven't looked at a classified, which is one of my addictions for years, looking at classified ads.
Really?
I love that shit, looking at classified ads and seeing what's out there and just fucking fantasizing that I was a warehouse worker for $14 an hour and how I would live and how much pot I would smoke. You know, you gotta smoke pot on a budget. You do. You know, you're getting 3-4 bills a week. How you gonna spend fucking?
Right. Yeah. No, but it's I feel like people do that. I had a couple jobs do they cancel the interviews on you, and reschedule it and see if you stick with it. I feel like jobs do it on purpose, that they put you. That's probably why a lot of comedy clubs have you start as a door guy, just to see who has like the heart to stick with it for a few months.
Well, that's in anything, you know. Then when I went to New York, I got a job selling insurance, which was fucking lucrative as fuck for a part-time.
What kind of insurance?
Okay, so this was wild because I was living in Fort Leawood, Georgia, and this is a little job I had towards the end. This was a great little gig I had from about 5 to about 9, and I could still shoot into the city from there and do shitty sets on stage at 10:30 to 11:15. 12 o'clock. They were shitty sets. There was nobody there, but at least I got to talk shit on stage and bomb and whatever, you know?
Right.
That was the mindset I had. And what I basically did was I went in there and there was an insurance salesman, and all I did was call you up like a little before dinner or after dinner. People would hang up on me, but it didn't matter. The guy was paying me $15 or whatever, and I would just ask people if they wanted to talk to an agent about insurance. And they'd say yes or no. Boom. Yes. Okay, that was an appointment. That was 25 fucking beans.
Oh, cool.
So for every appointment I got, he paid me 25 beans. If he sold the insurance, he gave me 10% of the overall fucking policy or something. Wasn't too bad, but these are the jobs you gotta get. They pay you a little extra commission because why are you putting a ceiling over yourself? That's how I always looked at it. When I first got to Boulder in 1987, let's face it, I was 24 years old. I was not college educated. I didn't have a degree. I didn't have nothing close to a degree. 24, when you don't have a fucking degree, you have no idea.
And there's even less open to you now.
Yeah,
Probably,
no.
To be honest.
You don't have a fucking college degree, and you're living in a town now that's a college town. You know how bad you feel about your fucking self? So I moved to Boulder. This is at the end of me fucking making money selling coke, carrying guns. I got no money, and I got a job at a body shop as a shagger for $800 a month flat.
Oh.
I still had to work 64 hours a week or something. I had to sign that paperwork.
That's terrible.
That's true shit.
What does a shagger do? Just get tools?
You wash cars before, let's say, okay, this is basically what I did. I fucking got the clipboard in the morning and I saw what cars were going on that day. So I would have to go to the body shop guys, the painters.
Mm-hmm.
At the end, the guys that buff the car, and at the end, after they paint the car, and I have to say, what time is the car going to be ready? And they go 2 o'clock. I go, no, I need the car by 11 because the people coming at 2. Not really. People are really coming at 5, but I had to light a fire into these people's assholes. Because then I had to get the car, wash it out, the mats, vacuum it through the windows. You got to get a Q-tip. Because when they fucking paint it, that sanding, the fucking sanding goes everywhere.
Oh, no.
So I would have to do that. And guys, I was getting, I don't know what the minimum wage was, but you look at it, 800 divided by 4. So it was 200 a week, and I was working 7:30 to 6.
That's $40 a day.
With a half-hour fucking lunch. Oh my God. And I would go in there, and whatever I wore would be drenched on the way home. Like my clothes the next morning would just smell like sweat and water. So all I was basically doing was washing fucking cars, stocking chemicals for the detailers. I did that for about 2 or 3 fucking months. Then the detailer quit, and they worked on commission. So I moved into the detail department. I did that, and I got pretty good at that. That was probably the first thing I ever got fucking good at 24. And I'm doing blow, and I'm still a fucking loser, but I'm getting good at buffing out cars and cleaning windows and taking apples from under people's fucking car that they kid left under there that smells like fucking Satan. It is Satan, those apples. I swear to God. It was
They're just leaving an apple in the car?
Just in hindsight. And then I got a job. What I would do on the weekends to hustle was I started advertising. I would go into like Kmart and I would shoplift wax. And I'd shoplift all that stuff and I'd fucking buff people's cars out at home. I'd hand wax their cars for $100 flat on the weekends. I'm not kidding you, dog. In my world, it never fucking ended for a couple of years. And here I was, I'd just come over and say, hey, man, Joey, they say you do cars, yeah. And I knew people inside were laughing at me, but I didn't give a fuck. I was charging them $100. What did I care? I'm just trying to make fucking money and make ends meet, you know?
How much did this help you now that you're a comedian and you're like responsible for your income again?
That was my work ethic at that age. I knew that I didn't want to sit in the fucking office. I had already bartended. You know, that's the job they sell you. That's the job society sells you when you got a personality, you could talk, or, you know, you're a good-looking guy, which I was neither. I could just talk and crack stupid fucking jokes at people. But that was my option. I bartended for a while. That was no fucking future in that shit. I do like bartending, but I like bartending in a neighborhood bar.
It's hard work. It's like 8 hours, 9 hours on your feet.
I just didn't want to bartend for the Hilton. I didn't want to bartend for the Sheraton. We're at the end of my shift. I got to do fucking paperwork, and they're watching you with 18 cameras. Don't get me wrong. I still stole 200 a fucking night, all right? Don't get me fucking wrong. With all their computers and all their fucking angles, I was still banging them out, and that's what got me worried, that I knew eventually I'd get fucking caught. That was what I did at 21. I did that. So my options were fucking limited. So I was buffing out fucking cars. Comedy was nowhere even on the horizon. But I did. You have to. That's one thing I think always kept me alive, that my work ethic was always money. I knew that I didn't have a lot going for me, but work ethic you cannot replace. And even people who had doubts of me would say, hey, listen, I got to tell you something. The guys at a car wash wiping down cars for $7.50 an hour plus tips. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're still looking for a fucking job. This motherfucker got a job. Like, I always had something every fucking day. Like, a day didn't go by that I wasn't doing something. I always had in the back of my mind that you gotta get up in the morning and fucking earn. That's it. And then when I got to selling cars, that mentality really fit. Because every day was a new fucking day. But it was sort of like selling pens. Some days you talk to people and they come back the next day.
Right.
You follow me? So that mentality always worked for me because I always had today. Forget about Friday, Lee. Who knows what the fuck I'm going to do on Friday? I mean, wake up Friday.
Is that where that comes from? From selling? Because you always say that.
Yeah, well, selling, anything. Everybody always worries about next fucking week. And then they sit there on a couch or in their office and they worry about what's going to happen in 2 fucking weeks. I would worry about what's going to happen in 2 weeks. I know in 2 weeks I'm in fucking Tempe. And then I have the week off. Yeah, I got an idea of the things I want to do, but nothing is in concrete. Right now, all I'm focused on is what I'm doing right now. That's why I don't like scheduling shit. If I have to be focused at 7, I don't want to do a podcast from 3 to 5 because I'm going to be thinking about what I got to do at 7. And don't get me wrong, I did it for years. But for years I failed. I should have slowed it down instead of being a fucking gavone and wanted to do everything. Excuse me.
No, I mean, it's, but you think it's just your work ethic? You don't think being in an actual, like, sales environment gave you, like, a leg up when you started being a comic?
The sales, at first it didn't. Listen, let's face it, I didn't know. I always thought it was creepy when somebody would hand you a flyer.
Yeah.
I always thought it was creepy when people who didn't need to have a CD would sell you a CD at the end of the show for $5. That always just told me something different, Even in my cocaine days, I didn't want to sell you a CD because I didn't think it was that good enough to charge you $10 for it. I paid $10 for a CD. It was Richard fucking Pryor. How can I charge you $10 for a Joey Diaz CD? That was my mentality. I didn't know. I didn't know that this is, and still till this day, I just want you to come to the fucking show. That's it, and have a good time. I don't want you to think at the end I'm taking pictures of you because you bought a fucking CD or a T-shirt. I'd rather not bring them. I'd rather not get myself in that position again and not fucking bring them, The clubs torment you and say bring them. Minneapolis tells you to bring them. Cleveland.
Well, it is a lot of money that you could be making.
It's still, I think it's just, I understand people want souvenirs for after a fucking show and blah, blah, blah. I just think that it's just over the top. So that's what I didn't like. I didn't want that aspect. I didn't want you to come to a Joey Diaz show and there's 6 people there, 3 CDs, 2 types of T-shirts, a hat. I just like keeping it fucking simple, so there's no misunderstandings and whatever. Then Twitter and Facebook came along and MySpace, and everybody became crazy with the Dane Cook thing. So every comic went on Facebook, and that's when I started watching, and I'm watching all these people on Facebook that were just trying to be Dane Cook all over again, just because they were on Facebook giving away free tickets. And I didn't see the logic behind that. I thought you had to put personality in there. That's where I see the salesmanship. The salesmanship that I also had was you wake up early. You're always planning ahead for the morning. What do you have today? How can I get people to come into the fucking car dealership today? Those letters I sent out on Monday, they got those on Wednesday. So guess what I'm doing Thursday? I'm calling all those people. And right there, as I'm calling them, they're like, oh my God, I'm looking at your letter right now. What a surprise. Listen, I just want to let you know we still got that car here. I'll talk to the manager today. Maybe get a couple $100 knocked off the monthly price. Give me a call. That's it. I got to go. I wouldn't torment them and ask them for an appointment. I wouldn't sell an appointment. I didn't have that time. I just let them know I was available. And you know what? 7 out of 10 people came back. Those little steps. Those little fucking steps, that people miss completely. What are you looking at me giggling for with your red fucking cheeks?
I'm just really fucking happy.
Me too.
But it's, that's interesting. It's because it's definitely something that was scary for me. Like, I worked at CVS, movie theaters, and like the one I kind of did, like, that was a server at a restaurant. But the thought of going to a car dealership and just, do you make any money if you don't sell any cars, or it's just
they give you a base salary, but after, like I said, dry cleaning, suits, and lunch and gas, you're dead unless you live at your mother's house.
Right.
If somebody gives you listen, you can make money at anything you fucking choose. My whole thing is a job is a fucking job. Especially in this country when you're not fucking college educated. Everybody tells you can't get a job. In my world, a job is a fucking job, okay? Anything you do. But I'm talking about after you get a job, and so once you start making choices, you know, you're not going to go get a fucking job selling Porsches your first job in LA because you don't even have a fucking suit.
Right.
And I mean, you can't go get 3 of those fucking monkey suits they sell on Hollywood Boulevard with the socks and the t-shirt.
Oh, I want those.
3 suits for $100. You'll fucking in the heat, you'll fucking light on fire. To sell a Porsche, you gotta have a fucking $800 suit on, or people gonna see right through you. Who do you think comes in to buy Porsches? Fucking Puerto Ricans? No. People who make fucking $800,000 a week in the industry in Beverly Hills. So you're not gonna walk in there with a $10 shirt from Ross. Your shirt better be a $300 fucking shirt, and it better be ironed, and your handcuffs better be fucking gold, and your fucking shoes better be shining. They better be $300 because money knows money. So, you follow me? You're not gonna sell fucking Porsches with a T-shirt that says "fuck the Jews" and jeans on with a hole in them and flip flops. I don't care how much technology you know about the thing. The guy's not gonna hand you a check for $80,000. You gotta look the fucking part. Okay, so your first job, I'm not telling you to go get a port, yeah, in time. But your first job, you may have to go to fucking Rouse and bag groceries. And when you're bagging groceries, all of a sudden there's an opening at night in the warehouse department, loading trucks, and it pays $10 more than what you're making right now. You jump on that for a fucking year. Next thing you know, you're 25, now you got shoes, you got a fucking 2 suits, not those things, 3 suits for $20 from fucking Hollywood with the polyester shirt. Don't get me wrong, I got like 2 of those suits at the house.
I know, they're like, it's $2.99 for 3 suits.
Yeah, because listen, you go to auditions, you get in and out of fucking things, people are shooting at you. I rather might as well rip one of those suits and one of the other fucking things I got. So I got like all portable suits, you know, baptisms, courts. They're the all portable ones. They might have a little blood on them, whatever. From shaving, whatever the fuck they got on them. They're the all portable suits. I got like 2 of those. Don't get me wrong.
You still got your court suit ready to go?
I got no fucking court suit. I'm talking about, you know, you have suits you wear to like shitty premieres and people invite you to stuff and you gotta wear just something. You don't want to look like a fucking slouch. So you gotta get those suits. I'm a big guy. I'm always running into nails and ripping my fucking pants and falling and scraping my neck. Yeah, I'm one of those fucking momos, you know. I'm stoned. I'm walking around looking at the clouds, and next thing you know, all of a sudden my fucking $200 jeans are fucking ripped. Fuck it. That's why I go to fucking Target. They got tremendous jeans. Those
I like their shirts.
Target?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. You can't get the shirts and put them in the dryer. Next thing you know, a 2-month-old is stealing your fucking T-shirt. They shrink quickly, those Target things.
Oh, really?
But the jeans, the fucking Wranglers, they're not bad, dog. I ain't got time to listen. I dress like a fucking union electrician for a reason. I ain't not sending those fake fucking vibes. Those Wrangler jeans are tremendous. Those are those communist jeans. You could light those things on fire. Those things ain't going nowhere, Jack. Those things are thick. I've had like those ones with the holes. My wife is always ripping them up on me. I got 20 pair on those with holes. I won't get rid of them. They don't even feel like jeans. It just feels like my balls are in the air. What?
And that's good?
Yeah, comfort is number one. Why are you going to have pants on that aren't, we're chubby dudes. It's tough to be comfortable anyway when you're a fat fuck. You ever see fat fucks that just tap out? Fat man alert, fat man alert. Fat fucks just tap out and get sweatpants.
That's sad.
That's the point I was at when I was 400 pounds.
Really?
Yeah. I just wore sweatpants, black sweatpants, or blue ones that said Big Daddy on them.
I like gym shorts when I was that big.
Big Daddy sent me 20 pair of sweats, and I had them in rotation. And I would wear them for like a day when I was 400 pounds, and I'd take them off, and I'd smell the ass part. And they would be thick with that butter coating that comes out of your ass. You couldn't even, you could see through the sweat. You could see through the sweatpant in the sun. But when it got to your ass, you couldn't see. It was like blinding from that ass cheese that develops around the seams in your sweat. Oh, disgusting.
So you just never wear underwear unless you're wearing...
No, I'd wear underwear, but I was so fat, I was doing so much blow.
It was going through the underwear?
It was going... Oh, my underwears were yellow from the chemicals in my body. What, are you kidding me? My armpits and my white T-shirts, they were just like a black cloud.
You were just leaking from the butthole?
I was leaking from everywhere. My earlobes, my eyeball. I had black tears like fucking... whatever, in Apocalypse Now, one of those slave movies. He had black tears. I don't fucking know. The movie is
a black tears?
Yeah, I don't fucking know. What are you tormenting me for?
Oh my god.
Are we gonna eat a piece of Star to respect for fucking the members of the Holocaust?
I don't think I have a choice.
Listen, I got like I don't know, 500-600. We might as well go for that. Let's just call St. Joe's Hospital and say, look, send an ambulance. Just have them outside on hold. This is like the Doug Benson show. They got a fucking doctor on board.
No, like, well, yeah, but we don't have that here yet.
So we don't need one.
Yes, you do. No, I can't have. I had like 150, dude. I'm done.
You had no 150. You had like 180.
You gave me like 3/4 of a
I'm gonna
deck
give
of
you
those.
this right here.
Oh,
This
come
little
on,
thing.
man.
What do you mean, come on? What? Where you gonna go? What you gotta do tonight? Where you gonna go? What do you
I
gotta
gotta
do?
drive home and not kill people.
Oh, that's right. You got Paula tonight.
No, I don't.
How about this? Nothing's gonna happen to you. Look at this little piece.
such a
Out of
liar.
respect for the Holocaust, right? You called your mother. I told you it was a.
It's not a Holocaust.
Last night.
Remember about the Holocaust exists.
Listen to what happened. Last night I got a call. About 5 o'clock. Eat the fucking thing. Don't put it in your hand. Let me see your left hand. Let me see your left hand, cocksucker. You're like a Jew magician without the black hat. I got a call last night about 5 o'clock from a friend of mine that's a connoisseur, a good reefer and shit. He's a Gentile, but solid. I love him with all my heart. I fucking love him. I've known him for 15 years. He used to be a writer. He sold a few shows. He took his Gitas. And he called me up and he said to go to this weed store. That the Jew had a fucking eye patch. That this guy makes his own hash. Tremendous. Fucking, I went over there. I got the address. I got a new license. I re-upped it. So I went over there. And sure enough, there was a Hindu up front. Just to throw you off.
The scent of the one-eyed Jew.
That's how strong the one-eyed Jew was. So I gave him my paperwork. Boom. The Hindu was tremendous. I can't say what his name was. I gave him a hug. Thank you. He gave me a coupon for the first time for coming there. I went to the back. Japanese came out. A little Japanese chick came out. Cuter than fuck. Looked like that porno Japanese chick that just did something where her half tit fell out. She came out. She started selling me weed. And I go, let me talk to you about something. Somebody told me about a specific thing that you have here. And she looked at me and I go, the one-eyed Jew. And she goes, oh, hold on. And she went around the thing, and she had a little cabinet, and it's called the higher tolerance cabinet. Okay?
You're going to live in that cabinet.
Listen to me, dog. She had these little jugs, and there was these little buds dipped in, like, death juice. It's what the ISIS is smoking before they chop your fucking head off. And she gave them to me. They were 30 a fucking G-Bo. And I bought 2 of them. And a gram of regular fucking death weed. And she gave me an edible and a free joint. I got the joint at the fucking house. Oh my God, I got so high last night. I went out to the comedy store. It was tremendous. And some kid came up to me and asked me for a headshot, but there was another dude there. And I told him after the show, I didn't see him after the show, I feel bad. The comedy store was great last night. So I went down there and I fucking got high with this weed. And I smoked some of it this morning before I went to jiu-jitsu. It was great, though.
You know how you call your dick the Cuban egg roll?
Yes, sir.
You should call it the one-eyed Jew from now on.
Jew. No, leave him alone. Why would I call my dick a fucking Jew? What is wrong with you? I have more respect for fucking Jews. But some people are the one-eyed Jew. And plus, the one-eyed Jew is a street name. I can't be using a street name to call my dick. That's disrespectful, Lee. He did have one eye. He had an eye patch. You know how he lost the eye?
How?
Smoking fucking hash.
How did that make him lose an eye?
It popped out. That's when you know you're smoking the solidness. You understand me?
No, not really.
I don't know why you don't understand these things, Lee. I try to teach you every day. We chit-chat. We have little long talks. What do you got planned this weekend? Talk to me. I heard Paul is taking a little vacation, so you're not around.
What? No, she's not. She's studying for law school.
And then so you can't see her. No fucking cucci frito this weekend.
No, she's coming over tomorrow night.
Okay, then Friday night, what are you going to do?
I don't have plans yet. I don't know what I'm going to do. I just work, I guess. Work on stuff. I was thinking, actually, thank you for reminding me. No, Friday night, Paula's going to still be there. But Saturday night, follow me on Twitter, @Lee Syatt. We got new mics, and I want to do a test of them. So I'm going to come in Saturday night and do like a little test cast. So watch that.
What we're doing is we're switching this over to Roku pretty soon. Like Monday or Tuesday. Explain it to them, Lee, just so they fucking know, so there's no misunderstanding. You know, people still think we quit.
Right.
I still got 3 messages telling you, dog, why'd you quit? You and Lee. Lee had money problems. What the fuck is wrong with you? You got to go on iTunes. So what? You got to stop watching.
And then it's on my YouTube, because your YouTube got taken down for a little bit. So we're working through that. But the whole point of this is to get rid of everything. Iron Dragon TV, David Foley, has a company called NanoFlix, and Iron Dragon TV is under that umbrella, and he has a whole bunch of video streaming. He does concerts. He has 1,000 videos. So with the podcast on YouTube, a lot of people watch this on TV. Like when I would watch Rogan, I would watch it on my laptop. But there's a lot of people out there now who don't have cable and have computers hooked up to their TVs, like I do now, to watch everything. So they watch a lot of stuff on their TVs. And we got these new HD cameras, and we came up with the idea of getting it on a Roku channel. So now it's just going to be a Joey Diaz Church of What's Happening Now channel. But don't worry if you're out there and don't have a Roku. Well, you should get one, and we're going to have a channel eventually. But probably starting next week, we're going to have a page on joeydiaz.net. It's going to be joeydiaz.net/live, we think. And you can always go and watch it there. The good thing is there's not going to be any commercials anymore, which, trust me, I know watching you stream with commercials kind of gets a little bit annoying. And then the biggest issue we had is people get mad at me for not putting these up on YouTube. They get taken down pretty regularly because even if I cut out the beginning songs, we have stuff in the middle. There's people who do a bad content or whatever. They have a cause. So YouTube takes us down a lot. The great thing about this new Iron Dragon TV thing, or Joey Diaz Roku channel, is that they don't have any limitations. They have the insurance, so we're gonna get to play full music now. And the main thing is, it's what I wanted to do when we talked about it was, Red Band said something the other day on the podcast I was too high to bring up. He said how you used to need TV. Do you even need TV anymore? And you don't. You do, but you don't. You don't need a network TV show. This is going to make this a TV show. So it's pretty cool.
And we could play more music. We could talk more about music. A lot of people, I answer a lot of emails every week, and I always get emails about, Joey, you got to talk more about music. Just do a music podcast in the mornings. Just do a morning show. Lee and I discussed doing something from 6 to 8, 3 days a week in the mornings. Music and history, explosions. One thing we can't do in here is smoke fucking weed. I can't go fucking bananas in this place. You know what happened the last time the fucking black lady knocked on the door? She dialed 911. The black preacher up there. I can't have that. And
it's all true.
And I can't disrespect these people and bring a fucking joint in here. But how much better would this podcast be if Lee and I could just be ourselves? We could get like 10 different bongs and do the whole thing. We've got the TV screen. We've got music videos. We've got guests. We could do the podcast without guests. We're trying to get it hooked up so people could call in. So we're coming at you from all motherfucking different directions. You understand me? You with me, Lee? What are you looking at, cocksucker? Don't worry about the fucking chat room.
I'm not looking.
What are you doing? How you feeling, all right?
Oh, my God.
So I really don't understand a lot of this technology. But I'm going to stay on top of it on Twitter to let you guys know how we're going to make the switch over, where to go. And it's no big deal. It's like nanotech.com/Joey.
No, it's going to be on your website.
So joeydiaz.net. And boom, there you have it.
And it's gonna have the back catalog. So we're not gonna be on YouTube anymore because they give us too much shit. So you're for all church videos from now on. Well, and pretty soon when we get it up, it's gonna be joeydiaz.net/live, or if that changes, we'll let you know.
See, I'm always fucking thinking about you motherfuckers. You understand me? Let me give you some shout outs real quick here. Keep this party rolling.
Shout out to How High I Am.
Robert Bueno.
Hi,
motherfucking
Robert.
Brett for Hire, Adriel Restrepo, Cop Watcher 405, Daniel Yan, Andrew Craig, Errol Hoskins, Paul Memphilly, Cleo, my girl LJ, Ookie Spooky, and Tracy and shit, the little fucking, whatever you call it, girls. Church of What's Happening Now, girls. I love you, little dirty freaks and shit. Cleo, we're doing a 100th episode of our podcast pretty much soon coming up here. And all is well. I got to talk to you people. Anyway, it's tax day. Like I was telling you, I've been talking to a few people lately that have tax problems. They're a little scared to go down there. Guys, I went off the radar in 1991. I didn't walk back in that motherfucking place to 2002. 11 years I didn't pay my taxes. Why they let me walk around. But they also knew I didn't make anything. They also knew I wasn't. The government knows if you're making money. They get those fucking receipts. So unless I was selling drugs, they also knew I was poor. I think in 1996, guys, in all honesty to you guys, I think I made $9,000 from doing comedy. Like, why would you file? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was sleeping in an office or in my car. I made $9,000 doing fucking comedy in 1996. 1997 was no better, maybe $12,000. 98 was when I got the Taco Bell commercial and I got the pilot from CBS. So it was little fucking jingle bells in my pocket. But then I had to pay back what I had fucking owed all that time from borrowing and a 200 here and 300 there. So,
It adds up. No, I mean, I went down there because I wanted to get a payment plan set up. But the dude said that people had been waiting in line since 3 a.m.
Well, it's fucking tax week. You don't want to go down there right now. They're going to throw you in jail right now. You make the appointment for like May 8th.
But I did it online. I signed up for the payment plan.
There you go.
And then you can also pay. I put a little bit on a credit card so I get some points back. But
you know how you work some debt?
We'll see how it works.
You always maneuvering, sure. People think they're going to throw you in jail. They just want to cut a deal with you. They really do. They just want to talk to you and say, listen, man, what did you make? You give me your receipts, okay? Well, you didn't send it in. They don't even give a fuck. They don't even ask you why. They don't sit there and go, what were you thinking? What, are you a fucking moron? No, they don't. Listen, people fuck up. People have divorces. People have nervous breakdowns. People eat 3 Chiba Chews by mistake and just black the fuck out and stop walking around like one of those movies.
You black out for the month
They
of
understand.
April.
And trust me, I'm the last guy to fucking tell you about this shit. I am the last guy to tell you to walk in there. But, bro, they will catch you later on in life. And when they get you and they start cleaning out your fucking bank accounts and you start getting calls at your work, you don't know what embarrassing is till a creditor calls your fucking job. And the receptionist that doesn't keep her mouth shut, she's the one that gets the call. So now all your coworkers know that you fucking owe a credit card. And that's not bad enough. Then about 3 or 4 of them start fucking calling. The best is when you start getting fucking child support, fucking restraining orders, like getting cash out of your check. So if you get a check for $300 a week, they take the first $160 out. Can you imagine that? And then they take the taxes out. So you take home like $62 fucking dollars.
That's fucked
It's
up.
amazing. It's amazing how people survive this economy. And any fucking economy. You know what? 20 years ago when I was in the fucking work chain, what do you think? They were giving out 20s and shit on every corner? No. It's always been a fucking struggle. I don't remember the time, unless you were selling drugs or robbing people. Yeah, the economy's always good. There's always drug dealers. There's always a bank with some fucking moron thinking he could rob it, What are you going to do, Lee?
Then they're not even on the corner giving out the small 20?
The what?
The small 20s? Small 5 or something?
Listen, if you're going to be a criminal in this market with these fucking cameras, they're going to catch you somewhere. Doing something. Let's say I don't know where to meet you. I don't want to meet you to sell you something, and I just meet you at CVS. When you pull out of there, if you get pulled over with fucking blow on you, they're going to say, where you coming from? I met my friend at CVS. What do you think the first thing they're going to do is they're going to take those cameras from that fucking parking lot? Or you have to assume they are.
Right, yeah.
You have to go out there digging like they assumed. If they don't, they didn't do the police work. They wanted to get out of there fucking 8 in the morning. And they want to see who sold the drugs.
Right.
It's always fucking something. So, see, you live and you fucking learn something. I learned something this week, man. So I woke up Tuesday night in the middle of the night at about 2 in the morning. Just woke up. I got up, I peed, I washed my hands. I went back and I said, I'm not going to sleep. I went outside, I got a cup of coffee. Nothing was bothering me. You ever wake up and nothing's really bothering you?
Yeah.
Then I started playing with the cat. I put the news on. It's not really news. It's like Good Morning America, some black dude and some little white chick that's obnoxious. And then they're talking about stupid fucking news that nobody cares about. And in the middle of all this, I thought about how my daughter still hasn't called me back.
How long has it been?
Whatever, 6, 7 weeks. Whatever, when we had Terry in here. It was that week when I called her and the ex-wife called me back and said, so I'm sitting there, I'm going, you know what? I'm back to square one with these people, In my mind, I'm thinking the worst, which I always do when I'm involved with this woman because I know her. I was married to her and I saw what happened after the fucking divorce, So sure enough, I just wanted to see if I was overstepping my boundaries. So I called my attorney, called me back like 2 hours later, and we talked. You know, it's gonna cost me fucking $200 for 10 minutes. And I asked him, what am I violating a law or whatever? And he goes, can I call you back? I called my friend in Colorado and find out. He goes, do you owe child support? No. Do you have a restraining order in Colorado? No. Do you have any problems in Colorado? None at all. Nothing. I did my time. I did my probation. I paid my fines. I did it all. I paid the child support. I did it all. And so he called me back and he goes, what are your intentions? I go, between you and I, listen, man. The girl's 25. I'm not looking to change her life. I'm not looking to tell her what to do for a living or what not to do. I think I'm going to keep it real simple. I'm going to tell her I love her. I'm going to apologize, and I'm going to tell her I fucked up. And that's it. And that she always has an option, that she has my phone number now. And if there's anything she needs, anything, she can call at any time in the world. That's it. I'm going to move on with my life, and I make peace with this situation. I'm not here to take her away from her family. It's too late for that. We all know what time it is. We're all fucking adults, And so he goes, just call the wife and tell her that, And I called and I said, listen, I left a message saying that, hey, when I called, it was a courtesy. I could have reached out and called and got a personal. It's a courtesy, just to let you know what my heart is and my intentions. That I'm not involved. I got 1,000 things going on. I don't have time to push this fucking repair. All I want to do is to let you know that this is what's available. This is what's crack-a-lackin'. I love you. I fucked up a couple years ago. I took a chance. I took a chance. And I lost. I lost as a father. So this is all I fucking want, I left a message, and about 2 hours later, she called me back. And just because I know me, I didn't answer the phone. But she left a message, and she said that my daughter had been going through a lot. To be honest with you, I didn't see the call coming in. I got it later, and it was too late. And I said, should I call her back? And I said, let me see what she said. And she was very sweet. And I told her I called my attorney. She goes, well, whatever you want to do to pursue it. And she wasn't mad at all. I just want to let her know that it wasn't like I was going to sue her or something. I just wanted to call my attorney to see if there was something I was doing wrong. You know what I mean? So.
And you're fine?
Well, then in the afternoon, I started writing a little bit.
Okay.
In the afternoon, I had some time to write. And I wrote some jokes, and I felt a little better, but there was still something bothering me the rest of the day. And then about 8 o'clock, I wrote about the situation. And I wrote it out, what it meant, what I wanted from it, why did I want to reach out, Part of it is for the show, for me, for you, for them. You can't talk about shit and then not do it. You got to get in front of it. And this is shit I should have done when I was 30 and 20. If you don't get in front of shit when you're 30 and 20, you got to get in front of it when you're 50. Here I am, 52, a fucking loser, getting in front of a relationship with it. So, and it could be any relationship, your parents, a brother, a sister, your father, You got to get in front of this shit before it gets out of control, This one, it matters to me just because of who I am. Mercy, I don't want Mercy to think, this is it. You got to know you got a family out there. If you ever go to Colorado, you want to buy some weed, you got a sister who's a smuggler, whatever the fuck it is, So this is what I got to deal with yesterday. But as the day went on, I felt a little better. And then I went to the Comedy Store. There was 38 people in the audience. I had a mediocre set, but I felt like I had jumped in fucking John Baptist's pond. When I came out, it was like jumping in a fucking jacuzzi and getting a back rub. So sometimes I get stressed out, and it's because I haven't been on stage. Can you believe that?
Really?
Sure, that's how I fucking, that's our fucking work. That's it. After a while, your body turns it into that. Your body and your mind turn it into that. You got to get on stage. You got to talk about what's bothering you.
When was the last time you were on stage? Saturday?
Saturday night, yeah.
So Sunday, Monday.
Yeah, that's it. You're a professional comedian. When you're a plumber, what do you think? You get on stage when you fix one sink a week and go home and wait and feed fucking pigeons? No, you fucking work every goddamn day.
Yeah, but I don't think a plumber would be like, I have the urge to fix the sink.
A pro would. Somebody who's a real plumber.
Really?
Just was sitting there, and after 3 days, he goes knocking on people's doors. Say, hey, what can I do for you? You know what I'm saying?
In a sink?
You never know. Your sink costs $80. I'll do it for the small 20, $4.50, 4 5s. And that's how you do it. That's how you make a living. This country has forgotten how to make a living. Everybody wants to send a resume online. Everybody wants to do everything on fucking line. You know what? That's what everybody's doing. Why be like everybody else? Show up down there. Tell them who the fuck you're dealing with. You know, you throw the ace right at them. Here, bitch. Bam. That's how I roll, motherfuckers. What? I'm very excited.
What? For what?
I'm going to Houston, Texas. I'm going to Houston, Texas. I'm seeing my friends. I'm going down there Friday morning. I'm going to see my friends Pete. I'm going to see my friends Jackie Sega, Gentry. You know, way before I met you, I used to sell out in Houston. Do you know that? In 2005 and 6. On Saturday nights, the late show, I would sell out Houston.
Was it the first place you sold out?
Yes, ever. Because I had been there, going there for everything. I used to go 2 weeks out of shot during the holidays. Before the Longest Yard, he was giving me work. Before the Longest Yard, Pete was headlining me. So me, Pete, and his wife, we got along. I like going down there. I used to get good cocaine down there at the time. And down there in whatever the fuck it is, West Gray. That was the street where that comedy club was at, and down the corner, right up real close to Auntie Chang's Dumpling Palace, and then we used to go to Papacitos, and my friend used to take me to this fucking place, Chewy's, and we used to get the swirl margaritas. From 98 to 2003. No, from 98 to 2007, I pretty much lived in Houston, Texas. There was one summer I lived in Houston, Texas, because I just worked Texas. From Amarillo to El Paso to Dallas, Houston, Conroe, Pasadena. I worked all that fucking area where fucking, what's her name's from? The chick who we were listening to Summertime the other day in the car, remember? Janis Joplin, Beaumont, Texas. I worked all that region. Oh, I remember being in Conroe. And
so you went to Texas on purpose, or you just ended up working there the whole time?
No, I knew so many people there in Houston that everybody invited me in their home, so it wouldn't cost me to do a hotel. It was the only place that had great fucking food, kolaches. I had 2 or 3 Mexicans that brought the best cocaine. I had a bar I hung out with that was tons of cocaine. I mean, every night, everybody partied in Houston. We all went out to dinner every night. So I had family in Houston. Houston became my fucking second home. I had moments of moving to Houston. I talked to radio people. I had a couple opportunities in Houston. You know, at that time, you could buy a house for cheap in Houston. You could steal it. My friend worked for Pepsi. Houston has a lot of opportunities, man. Roger Clemens is walking around. What would you do? You see Roger Clemens walking around the Netherlands there, the Sugarland, whatever the fuck it's called.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, you know, it's just a hot, hopping little fucking town, you know. Some people say it's flat. I just like the vibe. They have a great gay area called Montrose, and there used to be a bar there we used to hang out at. Oh, my God, fuck yeah, dog, fuck yeah. They got a Puerto Rican restaurant. They got a Chinese restaurant, Auntie Chan's Dumpling Palace. I said it before. I mean, just a great little fucking town, man. And I used to, oh, my God, I used to get fucked up and wake up and go get kolaches. Those pieces of bread with the hot dog and the little sausage in the middle. Good googly moogly Lee Syatt. Are you fucking nuts or what? Like doctors.
Did you spend a lot of time in Montrose? I never would have thought you would still like
my
have
friend
a good gig.
I had a friend who lived in Montrose, and there's a restaurant called Barnaby's in Montrose, and it's a gay type restaurant, but they had the best fucking meatloaf and the best mashed potatoes. And every time I eat there, I think about how they whacked off on the mashed potatoes and the meatloaf. But who gave a fuck? Ain't nobody ever gonna know.
It was that good?
It's not like I went in there and blew the cook. I just ate this meatloaf. Maybe he got horny because it was tremendous. It tasted so good. Who knew what they were doing to the meatloaf and the fucking mashed potatoes? You follow me? So you never know. You have to have imagination. They had a Puerto Rican restaurant. I really liked this place. The people were solid. I got to know a lot of good people there. I got to go to a lot of Houston Astro games. I got to go to a lot of Houston Rocket games. I got to see the Longest Yard with the Houston
Oilers?
No, the team that they are now, the Texans.
Texans.
Yeah, I got to see the Longest Yard with the Houston Texans at a movie theater on a Friday. Yeah, man, I had some good times in Houston. Houston means the world to me, man. the whole state of Texas. I wouldn't be a fucking solid comic if it wasn't for the work I had in Texas. El Paso used to hook me up. There was wherever Bobby Knight used to coach. But I said in the beginning, whatever, Texas Tech, wherever that is.
Right, yeah.
Not Beaumont, whatever the fuck that is.
Do you want me to look it up?
There used to be a club called Froggy Bottoms. And the chick, the owner, because it was Froggy Bottoms for years, then some Mexican family bought it and put a pizza parlor in the back. Oh my God, You scared the hell out of me. Jesus Christ. What's happened, Tarzan? Come here and give me a hug. This is my buddy right here. This is my main man right here. Dominic, he's going to be the future host, running things for the Church of What's Happening Now. What's going on?
You're talking about Lubbock?
Lubbock, Texas. That's a good place. What's up, my brother?
Hey, buddy. Thank you.
How was family time? Did you jump up and down 80 times like a Puerto Rican? Tell me the truth. Did you? Where's your sister at?
At my house.
Okay. There's my main man, Dominic. He's been around. I known him since the womb. I known him since he was in the sack. Right or wrong? Do I know you since you were in the sack?
Yeah.
See, that's how we do it here. Don't say nothing to your mom, because if not, we'll all go to jail here and stuff.
Is Uncle Joey funny? Do you think he's funny?
This is my main man, dog. This is my first nephew officially. This is my first investment. This is Notre Dame right here. That's how I look at it. He's only like 2.5. How old is he? Like 3.5 or something? 3.5. Look at him. That's Notre Dame bound right there. What flavor did you get? Thank you very much.
I got cherry.
Oh my God. Thank you very much.
Cotton candy, birthday cake, pineapple. Somebody had a little bit of pineapple already. There's something else in there.
What is this?
Lemon.
Lemon. And what's this
No,
one?
that's a birthday cake one.
That's a birthday cake. Oh my
All
God.
that talk about food was making me hungry.
Oh my God. Thank you very much. This is the place next to Jersey Mike's, right?
Right.
That they gave you free food. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Dominic. Thank you, Damon. Oh my goodness. Look at this shit here.
No one's ever had that. This is like the greatest high moment of my life.
Listen,
Someone came and delivered it.
I almost had a fucking heart attack when I looked. I couldn't figure out. That's how high I was. I can't lie to you. I got it with Dominic.
How long were they standing there? I didn't even realize they were there until
When
you
that
did.
door opened, I thought it was the fucking cops. I thought they were going to jump on the fucking Easter basket. How many people do that shit? What flavor you got over there? Look at you eating like a soldier.
Cherry, it's delicious. Do you want some?
No, I'm straight. I don't even know what this is. I've always seen it there. I've never gone in there.
Oh, Italian ice is so good.
So what is this? Italian ice mix? This is Steve Simone type shit from Philly, right?
Mm-hmm. It's Rita's. They're going to hate this part of the podcast.
See, there's people, we ain't fucking around no more. We got people delivering shit. If you want to deliver something, tweet me. Sometime you come up, you want to bring some fucking bazookas.
Oh, you're going to have some requests now.
You gonna bring some bitches in this motherfucker to lick Lee's asshole right here on camera. Wait till we get the Roku station. We'll turn that fucking Roku to a little Jew porn in the afternoons. She'll lick your muffler.
That's the name of the show? Jew porn in the afternoons with the one-eyed Jew?
Who wants to watch fucking Ellen when you could watch you doing your thing?
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
I see
let's
that.
get it going. Let's get some people coming in here, cooking some good Mexican food. Let's get some fucking Chinese people that owe money for their fucking life. You don't know nobody. I know like 3 or 4 Chinese that owe like 10,000 to be walking around. Every week they gotta pay a vig.
Dude.
If not, they stabbed the sister in China or whatever the fuck they're from. You didn't know that?
No, I don't think that's a real thing.
Come on. It's called human trafficking. What do you think they're here?
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you meant something else.
You know who had a big case of human trafficking? Houston, Texas.
Oh, right. Isn't it on the border or close to it?
Well, it's close to Galveston, but they had a problem with it years ago. I think A&E did a whole thing on all the Asian places. They're all fucking human trafficking cases. Can you imagine that, getting taken against your will? They put a knife to your mom's head. You gotta suck like 2,000 dicks to make $5 a dick, and then get your family back. I mean, can you fucking? Because they con you. They're like, oh no. A blowjob is $50, but you only get 20, and you give us 15 of that.
Right.
Can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine?
Yeah. It's terrible. They're doing it right now with ISIS. That's what they said. I read a thing on CNN yesterday.
What's ISIS doing?
They're taking women, anyone who's still a virgin, they take, and they like sell them as like slaves.
Come on.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
That's fucking horrible.
Do you see them going with like the chainsaws to like the the old relics and stuff. It's just like, I don't know what part of the religion tells them to do that. It's just terrible. And it's not even my country, but those things were there for thousands of years, and then they're just like destroying it.
Well, the CIA created them, right?
I don't know.
What the fuck created them? Now let them deal with their own fucking dilemmas.
Okay.
So that's it, mice. What the fuck here? Oh my god, that gave me a brain freeze. I'm not used to that. I'm coming home the other day. I see the ice cream man, the Mexican ice cream man, not my block. I go, my wife, my daughter's gonna be up there yelling, ice cream, because she hears the bell. They got fucking whatever, and they're hitting that bell. So I said, what the hell? I called Terry. Go, Terry, come down with the baby. I'm gonna give you some ice cream for you and the baby. Blah 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 blah. One thing leads to another. I give them the sundae. They're eating it. My wife Fidel won't stop. Meow meow. Fidel fucking don't stop. He can smell ice cream a mile away. That fucking cat.
He likes ice cream?
Oh, he loves it. Fidel, as skinny as he is now, he's meow meow meow.
Fidel's freaky when you're high. Because he
His
just
eyes are
stares at
beautiful,
you.
yeah.
And he goes, meow, meow.
He breaks you
meow.
down. He breaks a motherfucker down, Fidel, right? So that's a real Swami from Salami. That motherfucker has almond eyes. They're gorgeous. And he's big, and he just gets on you a weird way. And he's very lovable. He's very warm. He'll climb on you and let you pet him.
He's nice when he gets to you, but like one of the first times you got me high.
Oh my God,
you
he
went to
intimidates
go
you.
take a shower, and he chased me around your old coffee table.
Oh yeah, he don't play around, Fidel. He wants to get to the heart of the matter and check you out quick. I'm very fortunate with Fidel. He shakes people down quickly. So he'll even do something that's very cute that nobody does. He'll come up, he'll sit there, he'll look at you and break you down, and then he'll rub his head against your chin to let you know you're all right. He's a very good cat, man. God bless me with some good fucking animals, man.
You have some cool cats.
Yeah, they are very, very. They get.
And I don't
good
like
fucking-
cats usually.
Me neither. But no, it's given me love for other animals, loving these. I get to know them. I can see how much Dimmy missed my wife. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God.
Really?
I didn't see it then. Like, I'm tight with Dimmy. But something was missing. First night my wife came back. First fucking night, she put her feet up and put a blanket on top of her feet, and she was watching some show on Roku. Dimmy jumped up on her legs and started hugging her legs and just slept there. My wife was like, I'm going to sleep out here with the boys. She had 4 boys on top of her that night. Like, just fucking sleeping on. They missed the hell out of her. They didn't know how to act without her. They really are lost without their fucking mom. It's amazing. Harry, Dimmy, Fidel.
I've noticed that Dimmy usually hangs out around your wife.
Oh, he loves my fucking wife. My wife saved him. You know, his mom threw him off the roof and he was bleeding, so she left him there. She walked away from him, so my wife picked him up. And,
I didn't know that. That's fucked up.
yeah, she had that motherfucker since day one.
Is it scary getting stray cats? Like, don't you think that they have issues?
They were this big.
Oh, okay.
They were all this big. They were all 6 weeks.
Oh.
They were little cats, but the father would eat them. He would kill them.
What?
The samurai, their father would fucking kill them. This is why I had to get them out of there. People would tell me, I'm going to take that cat. And then I call them up or knock on their door and they go, oh, we can't. We're going to move. And where we're moving, they don't take animals.
That's fucked up.
So these cats were always on the countdown. We were always dropping cats off at kennels. And a lady was coming and taking them. We would capture them. He had 3 women at a time. He had them all impregnated. When Dimmy and Harry were born, he had them all impregnated. I mean, he had 3 different females that he had impregnated. Like he would, and they were all his daughters, somewhere along the bloodline.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he was crazy. He would kill the male kittens and the female kittens so she would stop breastfeeding so she could get back to fucking. He was just as natural as can be. He wouldn't eat the canned food that my wife would give him. He wouldn't eat the dry food. He refused. He was just gone. He was already in his own world. He was filled with testosterone. You know, I was lucky. I got a lot of cats out of him. I don't know what happened to him. God bless him. Wherever the fuck he is, he was tough as nails. I ended up with half his fucking offspring, and I'm happy I got him, man. That's it. That's it, cocksucker. What else you want to talk about? I don't know what else to talk to you about. I can't believe Dame just showed up, my main man, with some Italian ice in this motherfucker.
If you work for Rita's, you should send us some more Italian ice because this is amazing.
This is delicious. I don't even know what flavor it is. I don't even know how many calories, but
It's not bad. Italian ice isn't. It's like the shaved ice you would get.
Really?
It's probably a little bit more sugar than the shaved ice, but.
Well, listen, you savages. I love you, cocksuckers, as usual. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you for another great week. I'm going to be in Houston this week and Tempe, Arizona next week. I want to give my shout out. I'm really sorry, but I don't know. I don't even know how I feel about the Aaron Hernandez thing. We talked about it. What are you going to do? The New England Patriots are fucking walking down with newspapers covering their faces and shit. What are you going to do? Anyway, have a great week. Lee Syatt, take it away.
You got to do the ads, buddy.
Do I have to do ads? Oh, shit. Yeah, I'll never forget and eat 3 Chiba Chews in one shot. Today, I wanted to take a chance, and I wanted to do something different. And I said, fuck it. I want to upgrade my workouts since I couldn't get to the YMCA. So I went to Jiu-Jitsu at 9:30 at BJJ Breakdown in North Hollywood, and I took some on it Shroom Tech. And I went there, and usually the gym just opened, so it's me in the morning. So it's me and John. He teaches me a technique. We go back and forth. And then at the end, you know, he has to teach 3 classes. I'm a big guy. I just say, John, beat me up a little bit, get me in weird positions. I do, man.
Just beat me up a little bit?
Yeah, that's the only way you're going to get better at jiu-jitsu. That's the only way you're going to get better at anything. You don't get better at anything by letting me take you, you know. Just beat me up, choke me. Let me defend against chokes and shit like that. Let me learn how to breathe without getting claustrophobia. Let me, you know. So I took the Shroom Tech. Oh, my God. I went into my original breaking into a sweat, doubting I'm going to have a heart attack. And then after that was gone, I must have rolled with him 2 or 3 more fucking times. We even did an extra one. Then we went over another technique. Then I left and I went to the park. And instead of taking the 2 35-pounds out, I took a 35 and a 45-pound kettlebell. I did 5 sets of swing with the 35 and then 6 sets of swings with the 45. Then I did a couple clean and jerks. I mean, I've never done this before in my life. I usually do 10 sets of kettlebells. But what I'm trying to tell you is I went all out. Then I got the 8-pound ball and did 5 sets of 20 fucking sit-ups at the 8-pound fucking ball. I've never done that before in my life. I don't know what the fuck happened, but what I'm telling you is, Onnit.com, motherfuckers. Shroom Tech works, okay? So I'm back on the Shroom Tech for the next 30 fucking days. I am fucking hyped now. Go to Onnit.com, see what other great medical. They sent me a box of some good fucking yum-yum. So I'm going to be telling you about stuff every day next week, the next couple weeks. I got the milkshakes on fucking stacked. I got the TR. I got the testosterone lifter. I got the Shroom Tech. I got the Alpha Brain. I'm ready to rock. So you're going to see the fucking changes in me. My eyeballs are going to get big and shit. Oh, my God. Anyway, go to Onnit.com right now and press in code word
Church.
Boom! Get 10% off your first order. Listen, do me a favor. Go to Onnit.com. Look at the great supplements they have. Look at the stuff, how they can help you. They got great beef jerky. They got some great fucking stuff. Just go look, read, investigate what other products have, what they have. I know Aubrey on a personal level. This guy goes out of his way to get the best possible fucking products to sell you guys, to bring to you guys, to bring you to optimal optimization, however the fuck you say it. Go to Onnit.com right now and press in.
Church.
And get your 10% off, all right?
Yeah.
So you're sitting around, you know, what am I going to do this week in college basketball, this, that. IronDragon.com, bitches. Classic martial art films right there on your TV. What, Lee?
IronDragonTV.com.
All right, we'll start it again. IronDragonTV.com, cocksuckers, for all your classic kung fu films. You're sitting there like, Joe, I need something else to do. I got a big bab of reefer. My wife left town. What am I going to do? Go to IronDragonTV.com. Get 2 free movies. Go see what library they have. They got the Ip Man series. What else?
Jackie Chan.
What else?
Tachihiro.
What else?
A whole bunch of other stuff. The
I'm telling you.
Onnit Glam videos.
Every week they update this stuff. This stuff is the leader in 4K technology. He was just here in the office talking. He's got great plans. We want to be in the ground floor. Go to IronDragonTV.com and press in.
Joey.
Boom! You get 2 free films on the fucking cuff. Hoop doop de doop. What, are you kidding me or what? 2 free fucking films just to see how we work, how the whole operation works out. All right? Go to IronDragonTV.com and see the beautiful library that they have to offer. I mean, it's just like having a fucking theater right in your living room. You understand me? So please, go to IronDragonTV.com. Take a look at their fucking movies. Your dick's gonna get hard. If you like Chinese people, there's no Chinese porn yet. Let me talk to them. We'll give you an extra section hidden in the fucking back. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, go to IronDragonTV.com and press in
Joey,
and get 2 free movies. All right?
wait, I have a question.
What?
What does hoop doop de doop mean?
Hoop doop de doop. That means your shoes are on fire. You're wearing some hoop doop de doop merengue shoes, cocksucker. That's what it means. All right? MeUndies.com. Again, you're sitting there, nothing's crack-a-lacking in your life. You know why? Maybe it's not your asshole that's rotten. Maybe it's those disgusting underwear you haven't got rid of. They did a survey to see how long men keep their underwear. It's amazing. I do the same thing. I find underwear in my drawer that are from 1960 I just keep them for what? To look at the fucking skid marks, look at the holes in them that the ants and the acid that comes out of my asshole pores makes. Forget about that shit. You want to look sharp. You want to look good from the inside out. MeUndies.com. MeUndies.com has a great assortment of men underwear and women underwear. So those sharp, nice fucking, they look tremendous. They feel great on you. I got some MeUndies right now. My nuts feel fucking magnifique. I don't even know what that means. I'm just improvising here like to sound French. Anyway, go to MeUndies.com right now. See what the beautiful selection of men and women underwears that they have. You're going to love them. I use them to work out all the time. If they're snug, they keep you tight. They keep your upper muscles nice and warm so you don't pull nothing. Go to MeUndies.com, all right? They got T-shirts. They got sweatpants. Go to MeUndies.com. We're not fucking around. Go there right now and press in.
Joey.
Boom! And get...
You get 20% off and then free shipping in the U.S. and Canada.
Who's better than that? Who's offering you? Who gives you that type of action? 20% off and free... What were you talking about before? 20% off and free fucking shipping in Canada and the United States. That's what MeUndies has to offer. Just go to MeUndies.com. Look at the great selection. And it just feels fucking great. What are they pressing the box?
Joey.
All right, there you go. You're sitting there all lonely. You got no geeters. You're like, Joey, I don't need underwear. I need a fucking life. But before you go out and sling dick, you need to get nutrition in you. That's where the next beautiful comes in. Naturebox.com. Are you kidding me or what? Are you kidding me or what? Nutritious, delicious snacks delivered right to your fucking door on a monthly basis. How we're going to start this relationship is plain and simple. You know what I want from you? Dick. I don't want nothing. Go to naturebox.com. Pick what 5 bags you want. They're going to send you 2 big ones, 3 little ones directly to your house. That's not free. It costs about $1 something, but who gives a fuck? Why you complain about the fucking Taylor ham? Just go buy a slice of bread, you fucking greedy fuck. Nature Box is nutritious, delicious. Stop going to the fucking vending machine, all right? Stop wasting your time eating that shit, potato chips from the store and pizza. You could be getting healthy, all right? Go to naturebox.com. The cashews are sensational. The almond, just the figs, the kernels, the
chocolate almonds,
the chocolate yum-yums. It just never ends with them. I can sit here for fucking hours. I'm a stoner, Jack. I'm a fucking stoner, okay? And I'm not eating White Castle or fucking Dairy Queen. I eat fucking food at the house. This gets delivered to your house. Naturebox.com. They're not fucking around, okay? They deliver to your house. And the first package is gratis. Oochis moochis. Free. Deal with it. Go to naturebox.com and press in what, Lee? Joey. Boom. And get a free Nature Box delivered right to your house. Shipping, you're going to pay $1, maybe $2. Cut this shit. Stop your fucking crying, cocksucker. If you get a chick, nobody sucks your dick for free. It's going to cost you a cheeseburger. Same thing with that. Same principle. What are you looking at me like that, Lee?
You paid a chick to suck your dick with a cheeseburger?
Yeah, you have to pay for a cheeseburger somewhere along the line. So you got to take care of whatever you got to take care of, Lee. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're looking good, Lee.
Thank you,
You're
buddy.
a fucking animale in heat. Look at you. You eat a fucking 20 milligrams. You eat a little piece of it.
I ate more than 20.
This star is down to nothing. And look, this star started a little something from Anarchy.
I'll bring mine.
Edibles. Look at this star. This star was a real
be.
star. It's fucking hard. And we're still at it. We're still at it because we don't give a fuck. We're here setting examples for you, motherfucker. You
That's not
understand?
an example.
That's right. If you're walking on ice, you might as well dance, cocksucker. We go 24/7 as usual. Okay, and I want to announce something. I'm thinking of running for president. I've been really thinking about it lately. All these fucking Paul Rubios and that fucking, that witch. That fucking terrorist dressed like a witch, Hillary Clinton, yeah. That's what she is.
Why
She's a
you like
fucking
Hillary
terrorist
Clinton?
dressed as a witch because she's been lurking around like fucking cancer for years. You know, there's no chemo strong enough to get rid of her.
I think your campaign's over now. You can't say that about your.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. America wants to hear the fucking truth. So what? I got a couple fucking felonies. I took care of my fucking business. I paid my dues. The Seattle fucking warrant will take care of it if I become president.
You realize you can write in, so no, you might get elected.
I can get elected not to be president. I can get an election to vote, probably. We got enough people here crack-a-lacking. Everybody needs a second chance. I know where they're slipping. Listen, man, not as an asshole, but as with the debt we're in, every city should have medical marijuana like California and Colorado and use that to fucking pave the roads and to paint the schools. And that shit we should be doing
Isn't
anywhere
Colorado
right there.
making like millions of dollars?
Millions of fucking dollars. I'm not sitting here as a pothead. I'm sitting here as a kid that wants basketball programs back at grammar schools. So that all the parents have to worry about is the fucking sneakers. They don't have to worry about the T-shirt and the shorts, and that's ridiculous. And paying for the bus schedule and stuff, that's ridiculous. Parents shouldn't be paying for that. That money should be coming out of somewhere. That's going in politicians' fucking pockets. Something's not right here. Something is just not right that these programs have been cut from schools. You know, you don't see kids on school playgrounds. I should be driving at 3:30, and I should be seeing kids in school playgrounds with monitors there. And after-school programs, they should be making ceramics. This is something that the city should offer after school, right there close to the school. You know, to keep them there. The people who have to work till 5 o'clock. Give everybody a fucking chance till 5 o'clock on the city. You know, single moms and shit. They don't have that no more. So there's so much fucking help that could be used. You know, cut down, you know, some of the Israelis, they gotta stay back in Israel. Stop coming over here selling those fucking diamonds and shit, alright? Cocksuckers. No, I'm just teasing. I can never run for president, but I'm just following this from this. I don't even get involved in that shit. I can't vote anyway. I could probably vote if I summons the court and drop the felony. Guess what? I don't need that fucking pressure in my life. What's going on now? Somebody's gonna deliver a pizza now and a grenade.
Oh my god.
That's all I need. I love you, cocksuckers. Stay black. Once again, I want to thank IronDragon.com, MeUndies.com, and NatureBox.com. I want to thank everybody, all the sponsors and the beautiful people who listen, and you motherfuckers are bad to the bone. Thank you. Hurry up, Blake. How long is this going to take you? That was delicious.
It was delicious. Now that the show's over, don't forget to go to naturebox.com and sign up to get your free. Let me turn that off. To get your free sample box of great tasting healthy snacks. Forget the vending machine and start snacking smarter with healthy and delicious treats like barbecue kettle kernels. Go to naturebox.com/Joey. That's naturebox.com/Joey. Also, go to MeUndies.com/Joey and look at the pics of the men's and women's underwear, shirts, socks. They have everything you want. When you go to MeUndies.com/Joey, you're going to get 20% off of your first order and get free shipping in the United States and Canada. Go to Onnit.com and use code word church to get 10% off of all the great optimization products like Alpha Brain, New Mood, StreamTech Commune, StreamTech Sport. And go to IronDragonTV.com and get 2 free rentals when you use code word Joey.